What's up, family? We will start by continually and always thanking our ancestors, highest selves, our creator, for gathering us here today for this channeling. I hope everyone's having a beautiful and marvelous afternoon. Let's get started with a prayer. I have some notes for us today. Very deep notes and powerful notes. I'm gonna bless this message before I open my throat up too. Alright. Thank you, most gratitude and gracious creator. Gather us, provide for us, bring clarity to us, as well as unconditional love and the deepest understanding on the core level of what we are discussing today. This is a spiritual channel where we dive into the realms of the esoteric, what's been hidden, which is a form of divination, many forms and tools that we use, and hidden truths being uncovered. So if you're a truth seeker, you found the right place. My name is Ishani, and I love you. I know where the camera is. Let's go over there. This over here is getting some energy. But yes, I had a few decks pop in for us. And I do want to let you know that this is a personal and collective message for those who are in spiritual quarantine, who knows that they should be in spiritual quarantine and are about to be in spiritual quarantine. These are the reasons why. This is the steps you need to take while in it, meaning a few suggestive steps for you. And I have some tarot and oracle that wants to come through. Some oracle from these two decks. The Super Attractors deck. Okay, this is for manifesting limitless abundance today, not tomorrow. And the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Lucid Dreams deck for the tarot. Maji got the tea. 144 Chosen Ones deck. So this message is for the chosen ones. This channel is for the chosen ones. And I do 5D love messages, erotic messages for 5D lovers, not 3D. And also the Isis Oracle is coming through. So if you feel connected to Isis and are Egypt, ancient Egypt, Kemetic knowledge, Isis, Osiris, Anubis, Horus, the third eye, symbology, pyramids, the color blue, gold, white. If you are one of the Mayatians, meaning you are one who dwells and dives to become this balanced being within your journey, this lifetime, you are here for balance, for the learnings of Mayat, as I learn them, as I discover them as well with you, because we're all learning together as we teach each other. So let's get started. We're going to start off with our 144 chosen deck. So this spiritual quarantine is about you taking the time that you know is necessary for your spiritual development. We know that all good things takes time. A good recipe takes time. Grandma, you know, she out here making that slow cooked Sunday meal. That takes time. A tree being planted, thinking of like a seed, you know, it takes time. Even one time I had to look up a magnolia tree. Magnolia trees may be, you know, the flower, the scent may be very significant for you for this particular oracle message, but the magnolia tree does not even flower until 7 years. And I'm sure, of course, there's other fruits and other botanicals that do the same thing. I think lavender takes about 3 years to actually mature and things like that. So all amazing things take time. All mature and I don't even want to call it ancient, but y'all get what I'm saying? To get to that stage of maturity, it takes the time to mold yourself, to mold your heart, to mold your mindset. So yes, this message is for you to keep going, to keep being who you need to be, because you're on the right path. And that's why you've aligned with this message. Let me move this over. It's a little. I've been smoking it up in the house a lot today. All right, so you are a spiritual healer and warrior and empathic. You have been chosen to walk with the highest clarity this lifetime, combining all lifetimes up until now. Okay? And though you're walking this path, as an individual, as a being, you're not alone. Your ancestors are here to give you messages. Your highest self guides you daily on the ways to manipulate your reality, to mold it, to co-create it as your own, and not as what other people want to have for you. Okay? Your path is divinely orchestrated. Okay? Hand-picked, hand-drawn, etched. Set apart. We have a Jesus descendant. Okay, that wanted to come out first. Jesus descendant wanted to come out first. So we're going to put that at the top, okay? So I want to talk about Jesus because I have met people who don't associate with the name Jesus because of a lot of different reasons. But they do believe that this being existing, but just not by that name. I want us to become to understand whatever you decide to call this person. Yes, this name seems to stem from Caesar, I believe, Caesar's son. If I'm not mistaken, it was some wicked, vicious person. And he was depicted as this person to cause confusion, disruption, of course, to uplift himself. I mean, Why else would someone put their faces that, like, you are very vain? But my point for saying all of that is the Christ. The Christ. If you call that being nothing else, call it Christ. Because that is what we know it to be in this now time. The Christ consciousness. It's not, oh, I want to be like Jesus. No. We don't want you to go be this person that was depicted. We don't want you to go and take their walk. Jesus had its own time, place, and still reigns to this day for that very understanding. Believe me when I say that. Ancient name, just like Isis and Osiris. Jesus, who can really put a number on it? They try to put a number on it. So I'm saying that to say the name was immortalized from this quote-unquote mortal being, and that can happen for us. That's how it happened for our ancestors. And I'm just throwing names out there. Some of y'all might be ancestors of these beings, spirit, any other cards. Ancestors of Rosa Parks. You understand what I'm saying? That lady was once one of us, a regular, beautiful black queen walking this realm, and she has been immortalized from that mortal being into her name will reign, has reigned. See, I don't want to put an age on her, but I want to say they had like an anniversary for her. I want to give it 100 years. Please forgive me if I'm incorrect on that, but that's just to say, like, this is how it's created, okay? But you have to have the hindsight to understand that. Atlantis. So you may, have some Atlantis codes that you may want to share, and don't be shy about that. I know it's hard to come out and give information that you have and stuff like that, but you may have some codes, some dreams, some guided meditations to bring other people into Atlantis. I'm actually still doing research on Atlantis myself and how it related to Atlanta and possibly the Atlas. I want to call it organ because it's not an organ within the body, but I'm gonna call it the Atlas bone within the body. And where all of these words were derived from in order to create the word Atlantis and what Atlantis actually meant. So a lot of research, but I want to know more. Okay, we have evil family members. So you have some karmic family popping up. We can find out about that too. The evil family members. Any of the cards, Spirit? Maji 144 day. She got the tea in this moment. Ooh. So the evil family members, karmic. These are people who, unfortunately, they didn't have the best lessons to give you. But you learn from what they did have to give you. Good, bad, ugly, joyful, blissful. You learned from it. You took from it what you could, and the rest you left behind. And it only elevated you. Because the Most High is your greatest assister, right? The Most High is your greatest supporter. You're not looking for a lot of physical support here. So the family members, the evil is just, okay, another thing to let go on my journey of surrendering to allowing people to be who they want to be, showing their colors, and me believing it the first time, not the second, not the third. Okay? People make mistakes, we know that. But if you're around this person, you know their character. You know who they've been. Well, it's a family member damn near their whole life, unless they're distant from you, okay? They're your God's ambassador, and that's what we're talking about right now, okay? How your calling is dense. You don't have a light calling where, oh, your soul's journey is complete. And I'm meaning the things that you need to learn in maturity. Your head of physical, spiritual and physical development, and mental development, which is all of that to me comprised, into spiritual development, right? So it's bringing that all together to be your high self, but you're cultivating that right now. Okay, you're learning who these people are. It's this confirmation. It's your family, and what they say is always the person closest to you, closest, nearest to you, because they know the most about you, right? They know the most to hurt you. This deck is done after these two. So with that, it's three of them. With God's ambassador, just know that, stay with that armor on. Your armor of God. I remember there was a time I used to put that mug on every day, metaphysically. I tell you, I swear, no lie. Okay, you got a confirmation bird. Keep your everything on. It's sword of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, helmet of salvation. You don't blend in, but you know how to camouflage. You feel me? I don't blend in, but I can camouflage. I know how to adapt to my environment. I love that. Okay, spend time alone, hermit, and it has to do with the spiritual quarantine that God spoke to me. Is what this is gonna be about. Our ancestors want to speak to us about. You're not lonely. You're a loner. You're not lonely though. You're in loneliness? No, you're not. You're with your ancestors. You chilling. You big dog. You chilling right now. You with your ancestors. You in, in your highest self. Trying to stay in bliss every day. Motherfuckers bringing chaos. Okay. It also says you're on the twin flame mission. So there's a very deep love journey for you, where you're meant to have exactly what is reciprocal for you this lifetime. Reciprocal. And then some, I'm hearing. And then some. And Lemurian blood. Hi, sister, brother. I am also of Lemurian blood. I've never pulled this card for myself. I didn't know this card was in this deck. So that's extremely beautiful. And welcome. If you didn't know, this is the confirmation for you that you are tied to a Lemurian bloodline. And that is a bloodline of pure love, bringing heaven to earth, literally to earth. And I know that that's hard to phantom, meaning, my God, how can we bring every... You mean the spiritual, physical, mental? All these people can't get it in line in one moment. That's why everyone has their own development at one time. So it's like, damn, will we ever see it all together in this time? In this time. What is time, right? But it was beautiful that we all get to experience it. It's going to be raining soon. So beautiful that we get to experience. Because your heart is the wellspring of life, right? So we're Lemurians, we're about, and it's not that we're about pure life. Everyone should be about it, but it's different. We're like deeply empathic, meaning like we don't just feel it, like we feel it in our heart. We can see like what it did to you, and like how it further, and I know it's a little hard, bear with me, and how it will, if it's not healed down your path, fuck up your journey. So like we have this crazy tunnel vision of like the future, like if everyone could just have our heart, which is not. We don't want to change people though. It's like we are not the ones who are going to, here, become an archangel now, do it. No, we are gonna let you be you. That's the greatest desire, is you to be you. If your heart so desires to emanate pure, true, everlasting, unconditional love, do you hear that? You will this lifetime. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's real. Okay? Do you hear that? crazy confirmation to this message, okay? And I don't keep my window open often. It's been open since last night. So, with all of this here, you have a very deep and divine calling. Being the Jesus descendant means that you're here to carry on that cord of consciousness, of unconditional love, healing people, meaning you know what's inside of you, in your heart, the connectivity there that you radiate, that can vibrate to the masses and create such a healing effect, because you only want to give love. But so much distortion, so much distraction, so much, I hate to call it chaos, but negativity and low vibrations are what holds us all back. Neither one of us escapes from that, okay? None of us. It's just breathing past it, surrendering to it sometimes. Like, even have to say, you know what, let me go and be 3D for a moment. I'm gonna play a game on my phone. Let me go download the game and delete it in 2 days. But yeah, so just, we're here for a reason, because we still have to emanate that here, else we would still be where we ascended from to descend here, okay? So you're in quarantine because you're purifying your field. If you do live with family, that's tough, because they can come in when they knock on your door, and where's the peace, right? You'll find it. You have to meditate and vibrate to newer realms. Take yourself deeper than your family could have ever brought you, because they are still in karmic energy, okay? Only so much help can be built from that, okay? You are a spiritual leader. You're still gaining your power and understanding of who you are. People come to you and tell you their problems, and you are a powerful healer, but you do a lot on yourself. You haven't like went out and exercised with the elements, and or you may work with your hands. Maybe you've seen like, oh, I build beautiful things with my hands. So there's a beautiful energy that you possess within your hands to create, which is energy that you can use to place onto people's body for energetic release and removals. But that also comes with spiritual hygiene, so that you taking spirit baths, you doing, you know, writing down, burning and releasing things that no longer serve you. Never have, never will. Once did, ain't no more. It's gonna rain. You hear that? And knowing that your energy is yours. So let's say you are already out doing your work, okay? Because some of you may already be out doing your work. When you're getting done, close those sessions out properly. When I'm done here, oh baby, I close the session out, okay? Resage this table, say a prayer, send energy back. I only wanted it for the time that I was here. So you're looking into doing readings for people, body work for people, energy on yourself. You can sell energy out from yourself. Okay, I buy energy out for myself before. I haven't had to do recently, but I have before. Okay, when you feel it, get it done, okay? You have been a hidden treasure, farming under etheric pressure. That is very beautiful. God told me to write that down. And God also said that I am the iron that sharpens your steel. Okay? Iron sharpens steel. God says, I am the iron that sharpens your steel. You're in isolation with the iron. You are the steel. You are being sharpened, molded, purified, cured, consecrated, exalted by God to set you apart. okay? To say, I'm taking you out of the distractions and placing you there. Not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you. I was playing with that card. I was like, I ain't gonna read it. Okay? A miracle is on its way to you unless you stand in high energy. You know? You stand in the energy that serves you best. You have a humanity healing heart. This means you want to share with others. It's just hard to give that out. You look at your family like, damn, y'all the first people I should be giving it to, but I don't. And I know it's not. I'm not being famous. Like, I don't even find y'all worthy. But you know, it's like, y'all hurt me so bad. How can I even step out into this world and wanna give it what I've got to give? You know, as a healer, as an artist, as a mother, as a warrior. You know, when it can feel like so much is against you sometimes, but so much is not. And as long as God's not against you and you're not against you, what's really against you? Nothing. Your spiritual development is for you this lifetime. This is for you to ascend past where you were last lifetimes that you don't even remember until you go into another reading or it comes up into your psyche. You're here now. Okay? A God-focused heart and a humanity healing heart. Ascension refined your path. Power in trusting the co-created timeline and our season. Detours and disconnections were stepping stones on the ascension trials. Okay? Detours and disconnections were stepping stones on the ascension trials. And this path was divinely orchestrated this way. It can hurt sometimes. I know the feeling. It can hurt sometimes. But let's see what's on the way for you. Get some tarot. See what energy we need to stay in to keep this going. Because we're trying to attract the highest vibration and stay in it, right? That's right. Check these cards for friends. So yes, with that, I just want you guys to stay vigilant. Stay in your energy of this is your time, because it truly is. We're in the middle, literally the middle of a new year, and we are becoming exactly who we need to be, aren't we? And you may have, you know, keep yourself on some timeline or something, but don't be hard on yourself, because it isn't just your planet Earth. There's also mirrors you have to reflect in the time being. There's a process. I'm really speaking of that. A process in time from when you learn it to when you digest it. It's like when your food goes down, but it's like a mental thing. But it's like days, right? So it's the stomach versus the days. So it says it takes 2 days to digest food, right? And this is what's coming up. So I'll put them in the first. So it takes 2 days to digest. 2 hours to digest your food, quote unquote. That's what I was told when I was a child. So it never left my mind, right? Any answers for us mistakes? So your mind, I've noticed that it can take 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, 2 minutes, 2 hours. It's not really a time of 2. It's just funny that I put the 2 on it. To understand what it is that you just experienced that many seconds ago, that many months ago, that many years ago, because the mind and the body has to process and say, you know what? Oh my God, that's exactly what happens to me, you know? So it's just crazy how the body works. Okay, and the 5 of Cups. It did come in reversed. Let's see what's going on with it. Okay. This is beautiful reversal energy. Keep that one. Of moving on. And that could be from the karmic family. Self-forgiveness. Hope returns, recovery, overcoming grief and negativity, acceptance, finding peace and contentment. those are those cups being refilled so that you can move on into your 6th cup. Filling your cups yourself. Because you're not thriving in negativity along with the vampiric energetic suckers. And you're choosing to move on and stay in this godlike energy. Stay in your confidence. Okay, I'm trying to jump out. And you're finding peace and true happiness. It's the difference between happy, content, joy, and bliss. Like, I believe all of those words all truly have their own definition. And you are in contentment, which means you're in, you know, homeostasis, stabilized, feeling in a beautiful space of acceptance. Judgment card. Final decisions are being made. Your inner calling. It can be so loud, right? Makes me want to cry sometimes. Wake up calls, self-evaluations, awakenings, reckonings, rebirths, angelic visitations. Water energy. Got water and fire at play here. Water and fire at play here. So yes, you're moving on up, baby. Doing those self-evaluation, self-analyzations. Those are extremely important for self-development, okay? Because you're like, okay, I've did this course or I've did these guided meditations. Where do I stand now? Where does all of this information I just learned accumulate to? Where does this bring me? It brings you to your highest self. It brings you to a space where you never stop and you keep going because you know that this path is calling you and it's never gonna stop calling you because it's your calling. That's what it does. Okay? Separation is consecration. And with the Lemurian bloodlines, Atlantis, Jesus descendant, you may feel like, and evil family members, you really may feel like Earth is not your home. Like the closest people you're supposed to feel closest to, you feel the furthest from, right? And you've been learning so much information about where you may have ancient ties, bloodlines, lineages, and you're like, who the fuck am I? No one's taught me. And now I'm on this journey and I want to know more. It's so much work, but I want to know more. Okay? We have the Page of Swords. Get some more planning in place with this card. Planning on your quarantine of what you want to bring forth. What is it that you can bring forth? You've been immature and slow in what you've been wanting to communicate to the masses because you have a calling of orating as well. And whatever that means to you, it's not I don't want to say that it's not. Obviously, you can write books if you orate as well, but I'm saying it wants projection of the throat chakra, which is on paper as well, but you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Okay, and it talks about how distraction is the enemy's greatest tool. The negative energy's greatest tool, you know? Noise, chaos, unaligned, spirits of confusion, you know? Not bringing in anything worth having. Deuces. What's the point? It's not ascending you, it's descending you. Okay? And we have the star. So stay connected to that. Stay connected to your star energy, your North Star energy. And that's grounding yourself more in your spirituality. Being the healer that you know that you are. You know, you can give a tip once a month. Get a little something going. Show them the tip. Week 1, tell them the tip. Week 2, show them the tip. Week 3, show them how you show someone else the tip. I don't know. But yes, you know. And stand in positivity so that these miracles can align with you. The miracles that are on the way. Your spirit is being rejuvenated. So all of this that's of low and no vibration, can peace out. Because how is it going to serve you? It's literally not. We have the card Spirit from this deck. The Isis Oracle is speaking out. I will grab one from that last. It is very big on collective messages. But the Isis don't play that. Page of Wands. Adventure, excitement, fresh ideas, cheerfulness. That's what we're talking about right now. Like, staying positive for your future, chosen one. Fearless, courageous, open-hearted. Becoming that extrovert because you're growing to orate. You're growing to use your throat chakra through the magnification of your heart chakra, saying, this is for you to do, you know? And moving into more extroverted activities. And knowing that your potential is limited. Excuse me, limitless. It's not limited. Yes. Youthful spirit. I love to call that jovial. So age is not quantified here, and will never be, because age, besides times, you know, obviously that they are necessary for, it's a number. Someone's mind can be older than their age. We experience this with like genius children all the time. Our own children. I'm like, oh my God, you're only 3. You sound like you're 8. Queen of Wands. Just coming out after the page. So it says you're moving more into that strong energy of who you are. Your highest self. Confident, independent. That social butterfly, because you've been this person. You're just in spiritual solitude, social solitude. You're not doing that. You're barely probably on social media, okay? But you are self-assured. You're not unsure of where you're going. You're just want to know more of who you are and more about the path and steps that are necessary for you to take to stay aligned. And maybe you already are taking them, and this is just more confirmation of stay in your self-assurance, you know? Passionate and determined. And looking towards the sun. Sunflowers look towards the sun. I love those. I love them so much because they look towards the sun. Like, if you ever see sunflowers, they will not have their backs to the sun. They'll be like, they will find it. It's so cool. So you want to grow a few of those. Okay. We have the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Hey, hey. We're getting it. We're getting it. We on fire. She's on fire, he's on fire, 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 fire. Because this is not gender specific, right? Tarot is not gender specific. You can find specifics about it now. But yes, this isn't a gender specific message. And you are really reaching the highest precipice of contentment here. Deep satisfaction. rich in all elements of mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, visceral. I haven't be trying to name off so many ones, you know, like every cup is on its way to being filled and damn near overflowing, you know, like maybe 8 of the 9 cups are already over the brim or to the brim, you know. This is a beautiful card. Success. Etheric pleasures, you know. This is more than 3D. This is 5D. Pleasures coming to you, you know. Deep retrospection on self. Very beautiful. All right, Spirit, how are we going to maintain this energy with the Sacred Self-Care Oracle? How will we maintain this energy of miracles and success and the precipice of contentment? What can we align with? These cards want to slip out today. So strange. It's been a interesting and different past almost, I say week. I don't know about for you guys, but stay positive. Don't let the weeks eat you up. Eat the weeks up. Spirit, any messages so we can align to the energy of this message, please? Thank you. But yes, deeply, deeply, deeply feel for you. This message was recorded on the full moon. Sometimes YouTube does not allow my messages to drop for me. It is at the moment 3:52. Full moon. Today is the 11th. Don't ask, I'm having weird deck movement. Even that. See what I mean? But yes, so maintaining that beautiful auric light, baby. And you may be seeing auras as well. Okay? I've been seeing auras lately. And while it's not off-putting, it's new to see them daily and outside of the house. So that's a new kick up. Some of you guys may be having some new ascension enhancements coming in. Build strength. Okay? So wherever you are right now, you're in that strength building time. That time by yourself, oh my gosh, it builds the most strength. You see a third eye here? Real eye's not even open. That's where the real strength is being built, isn't it? Always, isn't it? Even when we're exercising, it's our mind telling us, our third eye, it's showing you who you're gonna be if you keep up the progress, right? It's showing you your highest self once all of the hard work and determination has met its precipice, right? I know this. I experienced this too. Rest. Okay, Spirit. Let me put these down. They're spitting them out. Rest. And rejuvenation. There's no need for me to explain that. Y'all know. You know it's necessary. Oh, it's so important. And like, I have 2 kiddos. And I raised them alone. I know how hard it is to get rest. And I work 40-hour weeks. I'm on a 2-week break right now. Which feels, oh my God. If I could tell you how that feels, I don't even think you could understand, right? Single mom on a 2-week break. I'm trying to get in all the tarot time I can, all the personal time alone I can. Suggesting this light is getting dark in my room because of the rain. So sorry. Make an altar. When I say this right now is my like tarot altar, but like I have been meaning even to do one for my ancestors, which I will be doing over this break. So I said, make the time for all the things you can't do while you're at work. And some of you may need a break, okay? Some of you may need that break. And resting, let me tell you, this says rest. It doesn't say sleep. It doesn't say take a week's vacation. It says rest. I had to learn that that doesn't mean always sleep, right? That means let your body do nothing. Let your mind do nothing. Think about nothing. Color a sheet. Go take a bath and fall asleep in it. I do it all the time. I'm sorry, I don't mean to recommend it in that way. So trigger and caution warning. You know, that's how relaxing it is. I'm only 5'4", but I'm not so far in the tub that I'm gonna, like, you know, and you get it. So yeah, it's like, make this altar. This altar has like an oil diffuser with like plant reeds possibly coming from it, a statue in yoga position, a candle lit, a beautiful divine feminine statue, portrait on the wall, and some crystals on the ground down the corner. So it's like, create that space. I'm still cultivating that for myself. I'm going to be getting some pictures from my grandmother, from my ancestors, because I don't have all of those, but I want to use some of those. Write a gratitude list. I've actually been working on my gratitude. 55, 16, 43, and 6 are all here as numbers, excuse me. Write a gratitude list, okay? These are all ways to bring in more miracles. You telling the universe how grateful you are. It's like another thank you in prayer from your heart, because you get to sit and think about it. It's not just coming off the dome. You can say, oh, I can write this too. And get really creative with it and enjoy your gratitude list. I'm like, oh, I gotta go write a list. No. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful to be up, to have the breath of life, to experience what life is today, to be able to work on my business. I'm grateful for everything that I'm able to learn about myself. I'm thankful for the botanicals, because I've learned to become so in love with them after learning what they really can do, their true healing power. So it's like, whatever brings you gratitude. I can't tell you what that is for you. You know what that is though. Look to the stars. So all signs are represented here. As all signs are found, all moon phases are here. Look to the stars, a shooting star. Look to the stars. And we have 31, that one. And that is very self-explanatory. And I feel like that goes with the pyramids, you know, aligning with the Sirius star, which I believe I can call the North Star, but I don't want to mix that up. Still learning. Watch a movie. See? Or that goes along with your rest. So it's like really taking that time to rejuvenate yourself. Look, I don't even think she's watching it. She's petting her cat sleep. Have all her eyes look open. But yeah, watch that movie. Catch you a flick. Okay? Dream journal. Are you sleepy? Are you actually sleeping? Oh, I had so many dreams today. I actually need to write the dream journal. I'll tell you, when I was in college, my teacher was like, keep a journal by your bed. She was like, you're going to have fashion dreams, and you can draw them in there, you know, when you wake up. And I actually did end up having a few fashion dreams. Never did the fashion dream journal. So that's something I can start up again. Even when I'm in dream, I swear, I try to see what people are wearing. Isn't that so funny, from like a fashion designer? So I'm like, what are they wearing? But honestly, I guess it's not very important. My mind doesn't show me much. There's very few dreams where the fashion sticks out. And then we have look for fairies. This is so beautiful. I still want to know more about fairies and finding them. I heard to leave a treat. I heard May is like the fairy month. And I think there's like a specific day in May too. And to leave treats at the tree. And they'll leave you a treat too, like a special something back. So let me know if you get to do that, if you're very connected to fays and fairies and our beautiful little wing fins. Ladybugs are here. I see some mushrooms and butterflies. I love butterflies. Alrighty. And what are we attracting here? Let's see how we're manifesting the limitless abundance in this moment. We'll get a few from here and then close out with one oracle message from the Isis Egyptian Oracle deck, because that is an extremely oracle deck, strong oracle deck, and I know that it will bring through something to tie this whole message up, okay? Yes, rest is necessary. You know, we're building things. Rest is necessary. So here's some affirmations. I can do less and attract more. Working smarter, not harder, babe. Working smarter, not harder, babe. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Yes, baby. At any moment throughout your day, you can say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better. I'm choosing better. And the better is the most positive that I can muster in this day, in this moment, in this time. And that's what I'm doing. And read out that old energy and move on. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. As I said, breathe it out, baby. Yes. Introducing joy. I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. Unwavering faith. Super attractor. I accept the good things. That good things come easily. I'm a super attractor. So that's about you. Let's give me more card. Close this out. Look at the bottom. When I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. Okay. And that's for that deck. And we're going to get one more card from the Isis Oracle and see what's here. This is a very deep deck. And it takes some time to digest the messages from here. But you'll understand what's happening, okay? It's a very strong deck to pair with. Oh, let me do this way. The magic deck. This is the harder deck. I have to put in a loop too. Drop the cards in like this because it's not one you can really bend. So much fun. It's very big. Again, this is your full moon message. You are moving into new things, okay? Harvesting your endeavors, your positive intentions, and wishes that are still coming through from the past moons, okay? There's a card that wanted to come out. Let's see if anything else drops. There's one here. You're like, hey, there's one there. Rising sun. The divine solar child reborn. Okay. And we're going to read on that in a brief moment to bring your message in. Y'all going to have to laugh with me. Okay, so your card is the rising sun, right? What page is that on? Can you see that? 144. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness, persistence. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine, and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. With that, I leave and close out this message to you. To stay in your energy and your self-assuredness that you are God's ambassador, that you are chosen, that your path isn't like the others. And that's not a way to be vain or to take, you know, my words are misconstrued. You're on a very divinely orchestrated path that is just for you. And you must continue your self-development. Okay? I love you guys. Close this message out. Sending you back your energy, your love, your light, your clarity. I love you guys again. Stay grounded. Do your meditations. Drink your water. What else we need to do? Stay aligned. Stay in the faith. Stay in your North Star. Stay in your hermit mode. Stay recognizing who's really here for you and who's not, because that's your birthright, right? What else we need to do? Get some rest. Make an altar. Write a gratitude list. Look at the stars. Watch a movie. Dream journal. Look at fairies. And most of all, build that third eye strength. The most powerful inner strength you can have.